with today. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I think I got everything up and running. Oh. Did that turn on? Turn on the things. We're just getting started, folks. There you go. I couldn't feel the air moving, and it was getting warm in here. Had to turn my fan on. I hope everyone having a great day. Let's wash some trucks. Okay. Oh, that switches the nozzles. Okay. Can I switch the orientation? Oh. That's a dirty truck. Do I even have any soap? How do I rotate it? Ooh, what's that? There's gotta be a way to rotate that, right? Right? Control? No. Alt? No. Da-da-da-da. Controls. Rotate nozzle, R. That's what I needed. Right there. There is something oddly satisfying about that. Scroto! Yeah, no, I'm planning on missing a couple spots. What up, Scroto Daddy? How you been, bud? I jumped. Oh, now you want to give me the tutorial buttons. Thanks. How's your day, Scroto? That's really loud. Maybe I should turn the settings on that down a little bit. Audio. Master volume. Let's put that like 50%. Yeah, that'll work. I hope you're having a good day, Scroto. Oh, I see. Kind of dings when you finish cleaning it. Haha. Everything's good, man. It was a long day back at work today. Lots of emails. Lots of emails. Oh, I can't clean that. Do I need... What's this thing do? Well, that seemed to work pretty well. Just wanted to do something kind of chill. Maybe an hour or two, decompress a little bit before I head to bed. Yeah. Oh. What's the difference between this one and that one? I don't have any soap, so that doesn't help. That just extends it. Ah, I see. Hey, no worries, man. I hope you had a good day. Like, I hope it was... I understand a long day, but hopefully overall it was pretty good. I just feel like I have a case of brain mush. Like, there's somebody home, but the lights aren't on kind of feeling, you know? So, this seems like a good call for tonight. Something satisfying. And I have Game Pass, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's do it. I needed to stream something today. I didn't get to stream this morning. I spent too much time editing videos. So I was like, you know what? We'll come home and do something a little more chill. So this one seemed to work better on glass. I don't know if that's what I'm actually supposed to do with it, but you know what? We're doing it. I don't care. I want to wash it my way. You're disassociating. Unplug, man. Gotta unplug. I don't know what it is about these types of games, but I am addicted to them. I'm not even very good at them. I don't really even care that I'm very good at them. And I think you guys are in ad hell, which I'm sorry. Oh, is the roof dirty? We need to go check the roof. Let's go check the roof. Can I pick this up? Can I pick that up? Pick up. Haha. Oh, dirty roof. I should have started up here. No. Let's go to... So I never even asked, Scroto, what do you do? So selfish with my time. Other than being a handsome southern gentleman. Who's stealing all the ladies. Maybe I should just quit what I'm doing and becoming a professional pressure washer. Oh, I see. So this one's good, like loose dirt, but yeah, let's stick with that one. Clean roof. Oh no! I guess the ladder bumped me out of the way. Okay. Shouldn't have. Oh, missed the spot. Did I already put you to sleep, Scroto? I think I'm already putting you to sleep. Oops. There we go. I'm disassociating. I'm sending everyone to their Zen place. Oh, I wasn't even done, but okay. I'll take it. Remember the last one had like a... What do you call it? Like a dirt vision where you can actually like see spots you missed, that like it highlights them. Oh. There's a hole inside. I didn't even notice there was a hole inside. Oh, Lord. Okay. I think I can just hit it from down here. Oops. He's strafing. He's strafing. Like a typewriter. Yeah, take that hubcap. Woohoo. That's right, let's switch to whatever this one is. We don't need soap, just some high pressure water. Ooh. Alright, I guess we finished the outside. Let's put that down. I guess you can't put it down? Okay. Oops. Alright, I guess we start at the back and work our way forward. This is my truck? Can I take this truck? That is my truck. Nope, that didn't work. I think I sent Scroter to bed. Yeah, if you're tired, don't come into my stream. You will want to go to bed. But maybe we'll do some Battlefield in the morning. We'll wake ourselves up. I feel like maybe I should do it like this way. Do the typewriter action. The angles are weird, but it's okay. What did you guys do with this freaking truck? Did you drive it into a swamp? I mean, it wouldn't be the first U-Haul I found it partially submerged in a swamp. True story. We used to find all kinds of things out in the Everglades. Lots of things people never wanted to be found. Alright, now we can do the sides. Typewriter, go! Probably back up a little bit. Alright, messed up my own pattern there. Oh no. Are you trying to tell me where the dirt is? I can see where the dirt is. You don't need to tell me. I'm doing it my way. You shush. Ignore the annoying notifications. You unwind your own way. As long as you're not hurting anybody. Go for it. I do that. This close to water tip should be kind of better. But I don't think it has enough pressure. So green tip. Green tip is usually the best. I figured what the PSI on the green nozzle was. Actually, I didn't finish this side. There we go. It's alright, we'll come back for little spots. Alright, now you can give me little notifications. What did I miss? I'm pointing at something down there. Was it the floorboard? What are you pointing at? Oh, is it the muffler? Oh, right there. Got it. Where are you pointing now? I could have sworn in the last version there was like a dirt vision. Yep, Q. Ah, there it is. Nothing popping out here. Really gotta watch the actual tire? You're just gonna drive them on the road. Alright, well, the customer's paying, I guess. I didn't get the wheel wells. Oh, the handrail. What are you pointing at? Oh, I missed the whole line right there. Oops. Missed the whole mirror. Oh yeah, a little bit on the light. Okay. Job's done. Public facility. We're gonna wash some bathrooms. Let's go. I don't know. It's like a little central park. There's dirt everywhere. It's just the fountain? Really? Okay. Why do I hear something? Sounds like it's coming from in there. Are there secrets? I'm assuming there's like secrets and hidden things in these games. But I guess I can't go that way yet. So the only thing I have to clean is what's right here. There's a cat. Hi, Bubbles. Okay. Green nozzle, add extension. See, there's still dirt on this top part. There it goes. Okay. Now we can move on. Let's just do a walking pattern. Was that outer rim part of it? Yeah. I hope the next level is like someone's house, like a nice deck. That would just make my day. Oh shit. Oh, missed the spot. Oh. Well, I hope everyone out there that's watching had a nice stressful day. Or nice. I'm so out of it from reading so many, catching up on so many work here. Unstressful day. Had a stress-free day. So if you're just tuning in, I just had a week-long vacation, and today's my first day back to work. And after catching up on about 400 emails, my brain has turned into mush. There is nothing going on upstairs, and I do apologize if I sound incoherent at times. But I figured I'd get on here since I didn't get to stream this morning and do something satisfying. And if you want to vent about your day, feel free. Oh. We done? I hate you. I hate you so much. Okay. It's really bothering me though. There's like a... Sounds like a power-up or something through these doors that I can't get to. And it sounds like from the sound it's over there somewhere. And I can't. It's bothering me. Alright, well, I knew that was going to be too easy. I should have known that was going to be too easy. Is it in the trash can? No. Not in the trash can. Oh, I can hear that, right? Put my ear against the door. Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from. Oop. No, we don't move on to the next job until we finish one job. The next one looks like it's a hobbit house. Okay. I would love to go to the Shire and power wash some houses. That would be fun. Can someone do that? Can someone make us a Lord of the Rings power washing mod? And then a Star Wars power washing mod? Be like part of the Death Star maintenance crew. There probably already is one. I should probably Google that. I should probably look it up. Is there a Star Wars, like, cleanup crew? Nice. Every time I clean a section, my brain is doing the Zach Galifianakis like slow head nod meme where he's like looking over his shoulder and he just, yeah, satisfying dad nod. Hold on, there we go. You always want to start at the top and work your way down. I could do this all day. I swear. I probably should have been a professional power washer. It scratches an itch in the dad brain somewhere that, yeah, I don't know. Funny thing is, I do power wash my house every once in a while. And I swear I want to build a deck just so I can power wash it. And treat it and stain it and all that good stuff. So what's the difference between that gun and this gun? Okay, well obviously that's soap. Is this just better for getting like stain stuff off? It was the water washer. Yeah, what's up, Crude Red? Yeah, it's just the sound of the water. I did turn it down a little bit just to make it not as intense, because it can get a little intense out there. Why do I hear myself? I got too many screens open. There we go. How you doing tonight? I've had a very long day. This is my first day back to work today after a week vacation, and I had to get through about 400 emails to get here. But I'm here, and I figured I would do something kind of chill tonight where we can vent about our days and do something satisfying and scratch that satisfying dad itch, which I don't know if it... I mean, it's working for me. If it's not working for you, I don't know what to tell you. I was already tired, but now I'm doing this, and I'm like, man, I am exhausted, but I could do this like 9 more hours. Okay, so this gun is way better. Oh, not with the soap, but the soap doesn't hurt. Is way getting those stains off. Bottling wine and working out. Quite the combination there. What are you working today? We doing lower body, we doing legs, we doing some cardio. I gotta catch up on some cardio. I've been slacking on the cardio front. Nice bike ride sounds good tomorrow. Maybe I'll do that. Let's go back to this gun with the extension, and we'll go green nozzle. So are you making your own wine too? If you're bottling wine, I'm assuming you're making your own wine. I've always wanted to get into that. Some kind of well, I've quit drinking, but I've always wanted to make my own, like distill my own, like an IPA or a nice beer. "200 push-ups a day, 40 a set with 15 to 40 pound curls." Nice. 200 a day, 40 a set. So like you just break that up throughout the day. So 200 per day, but 40 a set. What's the rest period in between the set of 40? Oh. Nice. I've always wanted to make like my own IPA. That was my go-to. I don't know, a typical 40-year-old guy with a beard. Oh, you like IPAs? Yeah, I like IPAs. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry. My father was he was big into wine. He has a rather extensive wine collection. Last I talked to him, but I haven't been to their house they live in another state, so I haven't seen their collection in a while. But he had a pretty good one last time I was up there. Oh yeah, nice man. I got to get back to that kind of intensity of a workout. And that's why we do it. It's just for the results. I went through, I wouldn't call it a rapid weight loss, but a pretty quick weight loss. I mean, so, let me think of it this way. Was it last August? Yeah, I think it was last August. I weighed in at, I want to say I was almost pushing 280. That should be my life saving. I just make it to be dope and do dope shit. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. But yeah, I was weighing in at almost like 280. Wasn't taking care of myself. I was drinking heavily and doing stupid shit. Not, I wasn't, well, I would say, yeah, it was getting to the point I was borderline unhealthy. But my last weigh-in, I was at 200. And I just, through a combination of eating healthy and increasing my cardio, I mean, it's increasing my calorie burn, doing more stuff and intaking less calories per day, doing the whole calorie deficit thing. I mean, I burned probably a good solid almost 80, 90 pounds. And now I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to plateau a little bit. Like what I'm doing now is not enough to keep the push going. So that's not a bad idea. I might actually try to adopt that a little bit. So 5 days a week, 2 rest days, and you only do a 2-minute break between reps. Okay. It's gonna take. How long did it take you to get to that point where you could do 200 with only 40 a set with only a 2-minute break in between? How long did it take you to get to that point? Now I'm curious. You got me asking questions. I'm so distracted by what you're saying. I'm not cleaning whatever this thing is. I'm supposed to be cleaning. I guess it's a public restroom. Oh no. I'm gonna clean the outside of this, and that door is gonna open, and it's gonna be completely horrendous in there. Okay. Anyway. Let me get back to cleaning. Only a couple months. Okay, cool. Well, I think I might weave that into my morning routine. I was actually thinking about over on Twitch adding if you watch on Twitch, you get like viewer points. Like the longer you watch, you got points you could spend on different things. Like there's one you can spend 100 points to make me hydrate. Like I always keep water here next to my desk. I got like 5 more bottles over there. Or you can make me, check my posture or do other things. Like you spend up a bunch of them to the point that you can tell me to like actually shut up for the rest of the stream. Like I can't say another word. But I was thinking about adding in there like, hey, stop what you're doing and go do 10 push-ups. I was thinking about doing that, but I was also just thinking about increasing my daily output because right now I do probably about an hour of cardio every other day. And then I've been doing push-ups and sit-ups and some basic like dumbbell stuff. So let me say, started doing 50 a day, 10 sets of 5. That's very doable. I'm to the point that I could probably do that. 50 a day, 10 sets of 5. and the progress per week will be about 5 added to the amount per set, and you'll be doing that until you increase from 50. Was eating plenty of that's pretty much what my diet is now. Is just lots of chicken and, like, honestly, a spoonful of peanut butter. Oh yeah, so what I do is I'd get a pack of chicken breasts, and I do like beer can seasoning, and I just I throw it all in a bag, let it sit overnight, and then I put it out on a smoker the next day, and that's pretty much my chicken for the week. I usually will combine it with some rice, and then I don't drink any no soda, no pop, just water. Even my coffee, and I use sugar-free creamer, so I'll have almost no sugar intake, no processed sugar anyway. Yeah, man, just completely clean eating. The worst you'll see me do is like a cauliflower crust pizza on like Fridays when I feel like rewarding myself. That's my cheat day. That's the most I'll do is like a cauliflower crust pizza. And then 2 months you'll be showing up 18 years old because I did it at a park. Oh, so you did it all outside? I mean, I'm almost there. Like, I think for my height, my ideal body weight, I think is about 190. So I'm like only 10 pounds off from my ideal body weight. And then it's just building muscle from there. But that's a good little thing. I think that's very doable. Yeah, I'm definitely not to that point yet, but that might be something I could probably add in later on. You said you're 46, so you got a couple years on me, and I mean, the thing is, if you really want it, you can do it. It's not a matter of, you know, you just got to have that drive. I'll get there. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely got to do your stretches proper, especially once you get over 40. Very easily, that strain will knock you out for a while. I gotta be more careful with my knees, unfortunately. So when I do cardio, it's mostly cycling, just because it's easier on the knees. I could do like treadmill jogging, but it's just not the same. I like doing it outside. Let's see, I gotta switch the gun here. What did I miss? Was it the inside of that? I was right. I was gonna do all that in the bath. Oh, that is not good. Oh, so you got a couple inches on me too. So yeah, on a good day I'm 6'2". On a bad day I've been known to measure in at 6'1.5". That sounds like fun, doing a Survivor Prepper channel. I would love to do that. I love watching those guys. There's that, he stopped doing videos. Just recently he stopped. Where he used to do them with his kids. And where they were always out in the snow and building like little shelters, and like doing like deep forest survival camping. I used to love watching that guy. I can't remember his name now, but he was real cool. So all of this was going to be incorporated, but all of it was just my daily life and hard to make it pop. Yeah, I get that. I get that. I'm trying to balance that too. Putting yourself out there publicly is definitely a challenge. Oh, why? Oh, did I want? Oh, this is why we can't have nice things, people. This right here is why we can't have nice things. Look at this fucking bathroom. This is god awful. Okay. Yeah, and that's I mean, I'm in a unique situation myself where it's just me and my wife. The kids are off, gone, um, doing their own things, and I do work full time, like 50-hour a week job, and then I'm treating this kind of like another full time job, where I'm just putting in the hours. If you're on my you're talking to me through YouTube, so you see my channel. I put out a ton of content. Um, well, hey man, anytime you see me on, you're always more than welcome to come by and chill. Um, I would love to pick another like-minded individual. I would love to get into the whole survival prepper stuff. Um, I live in a probably a little more populated area, but I'm definitely on social media too. I'm on. I gotta get back on Instagram, but my TikTok and my YouTube is always popping, and then I'm on here on Twitch as well. But that's really cool, man. I'm really digging that. There's hope. There's hope. There are others like us out here. But I would love to get into the prepper stuff. I would love to actually go camping, um, and not just like I'm not talking about glamping. I'm not talking about going to like pulling up with a giant RV to a campsite. I mean like camping, camping. Like you're out there miles away from anybody else, just you and whatever you brought with you. I think we should start probably with the roof. Ugh. I hope my character's wearing a mask in this. I mean, the little picture says he's wearing like a gas mask, but even then, you might want to double bag it for this one. You think so? Are you thinking about like doing like making a channel out of it at some point? I know you said you got you're super got a lot going on. So what's the real holdup? Why aren't you? Is it just trying to find the balance of the running a homestead and the family and just not making not finding the time for it? I mean, I can tell you one thing: the social media thing is definitely time consuming. I think I spend more time editing videos than I do actually. Oh, spend more time editing videos than I do actually playing or chatting with people. I meet some of the coolest people doing this, though. You have the entire setup, everything. Wife is ready to help with the kids and just can't pull the trigger. Got the lands in the bunker and the stockpiles. Just don't. I trust me. I know it's not the exact situation, not the exact same thing, but I know that feeling. I've been talking with my wife about doing this whole thing for the longest time. Like, we're she that's how she and I met. Scroto, welcome back, man. Um, um, Crude, if you're just so you're aware, I'm streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. So if I see me talking to somebody else that you don't see the chat for, it'll be on the screen, but you won't see it in the chat 'cause I'm talking to Twitch as well. Um, Scroto, I'm not buying any of your art unless it's a painting of me. But Crude, back to what you were saying, man. I know that feeling. Like, my wife and I met through playing video games. That's actually how we actually connected. So video games have always been a kind of a big part of I guess, our social dynamic in this house. Like even our kids are big gamers. Like sometimes we'll all just sit down and play Fortnite together, and that's kind of like how we stay connected and talk to each other. And because they're one's off being a Marine, one's off learning a trade school, and sometimes that's how we connect. So gaming's always been a part of our little circle. Um, so it's real nice. I've got the support from her. I've got, like, hey, if you want to do this, do it. It got to that point, like, just like you said, I had everything set up. We were ready to go. And, I felt that hesitation. Like, with my line of work, and I can't get too much into that, but with my line of work, um, I have to be careful with what I do on here and what say, because everything's recorded, everything is out there forever. But we got to that point where like, let's just do it, and here we are. And now within a month, I'm now an affiliate on Twitch. I'll probably soon be able to be monetized on YouTube. I mean, it's yes, Scroto, I am a secret agent. Yes, I'm a secret agent, bearded man. Um, I'm over here just standing in a completely disgusting bathroom talking about life choices. um, but yeah, I know that feeling, man. That hesitation to pull the trigger. Um, it's it's there's no other way to say it than start small. Yeah, absolutely. And they're the ones that suggested it. That's kind of awesome. They're the ones that say, hey, you should do this. So I'm talking with Crude Red over on YouTube. His chat's popping up on the screen. But if you want to go jump in, I don't know if you can see, if you jump in YouTube, you can see his chat. But Crude and I were talking. We're both over 40. We're both doing kind of a fitness thing, and we were talking about that, and he was talking about that possibly doing a survival prepper channel, and then we're just kind of going back and forth on that while I stare at a disgusting toilet. Um, just kind of comparing things. Um, but yeah, what I would do, man, start small. Start with, if you're going to do a YouTube, um, start doing small shorts. Review like a piece of gear. Um, Scroto over on Twitch said he'd follow you. But yeah, like just do a small video. And here's the biggest advice I can give you. And I'm not any big streamer or anything. I'm not pulling millions of dollars or thousands of dollars. Yeah, we're having a Saturday night chill bathroom chat. um, the king's in their throne. But like, start small. Start real small. And don't worry about the views. Don't worry about the views. Don't worry about the comments. But like, if you go through a lot of my shorts or a lot of my comments, I respond to everything. If someone puts a comment, I put a response. Whether it's negative or positive, I put a response. And start small. Like, if you want to do a prepper survival channel, start with your favorite piece of gear. Like if you're going to go on a trip and you're, like we were talking about, just start there. Yeah. I mean, you can, TikTok is probably great for that. Um, Sorry, I'm reading two different messages. But TikTok is great for that, like going live right there, like with just your phone. And you can literally talk, like say, hey, survival prepper, come ask me questions, like, and ask me anything, or gear review, or, start small. Just start small. Just, put one or two videos out, test the waters, see how you work on your editing and your framing and your lighting. Unfortunately, it's things you got to consider if you're going to try to do this. I never thought you would have asked me this like 6 months ago. I would have said no, hell no. I hate social media. I didn't have a Facebook. I didn't have a TikTok. I didn't have Facebook or anything else. I had nothing. I got rid of all of that years ago. I want to say over a decade ago. I got rid of all my social media. If you didn't see what Scroto said, Red, as long as you enjoy it, boss, then I think it's enough, and people will notice if you have a passion for it, and they'll be really and if they really dig the vibe. That's pretty much it. That's what we kind of do. I mean, we're not a huge crowd here, but you know, the crowd we're pulling to this channel is just people who really dig the vibe. They're just, you know, you get so many personalities out there in social media, like that are just screaming and in your face and yelling and fake, and I can't stand it. So my whole kind of premise is just like, hey, I'm just here. I'm real. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to yell at you to go hit that sub button or donate or follow. But if you like this channel, just hang out. Talk to me. But through the power, Scroto says, but through the power of interwebs, I met this beautiful bearded bastard. Yep, well, there you go. I'm growing out the beard longer just for you, Scroto. That way, when we go to TwitchCon next year, I'll let you braid my beard. You can write that down. I'll sign it. But yeah, man. I mean, it's fun. It's challenging. It's definitely time consuming. It's almost like another full time job. Because, like I said, I put out so much content just to get people in here that it's like having another full time job. You don't want to watch. You like to watch people game, but you don't want to stream gaming. That's yeah. But I want to make wine live. That would be cool. I'd be cool with that and rebuild like Coleman camp stoves live. That see, there's a market for that. There's 100%. There's 1,000 dudes that I know that would be like right now. I'd be like, yeah, I'd watch that. 100%. I'd watch that. There was this one dude that I watched that he was making IPAs in his basement out of with like the most popular video he did was he was making no, was it moonshine? It was a variant of moonshine where he was doing flavored moonshine and he made one out of Mountain Dew, and he's like that. It was great to watch. The best way to reach people, and what I've found brings in the most views, is doing shorts, doing like YouTube shorts and like short videos on TikTok. That'll get a lot of followers to you. Like, I've only created my accounts like a month ago, and I'm just now starting to even get a little traction. So if that's something like you're passionate about, man, just start small. Start real small. Put a couple tester videos out. It might have been. That sounds familiar. Beehive Brewery. Sorry, my brain is mush and I can't enunciate, but that might have been it. That does sound really familiar. But yeah, man. And if you do, and you start putting the videos out, man, let me know. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go. Hold on. Is this? If you start putting out videos, is it going to be on the channel you're messaging me from? Because if it is, I'll go throw you a follow right now. Because I would love to be part of that. I would love to get into the Survivor world. I want to say I had the prepper mentality, just not I haven't started it yet. If that makes any sense. Like, I have a bunch of camping gear. We used to love going to some of the campsites around here, just throwing a tent up and just unplugging for a weekend with my dogs. But getting into the real hardcore, like going out into a frozen tundra and knowing how to survive, I would love to get into that while my knees still are able to let me do it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Let me hold on. Well, I'm gonna put that in now. I'm not saying, go put out a video. I want to see it now. No, like when I'm gonna throw you a follow just so that when the time comes, I'll get that notification. Let's see. Hold on, I'm doing too many things at once. Someone just commented on one of my videos and they literally just said Reddit. Huh? Which video was that? Oh, sorry, that was loud as fuck. Sorry. Let me mute that tab before I click on anything. I'm doing too many things. Yeah. Alright, I got it saved. Alright, there we go. That is very true, Scroto. That if you enjoy what you do, then it doesn't feel like work. That is 100% accurate. And I've probably been on this mission way longer than I was supposed to. But it's okay. It's okay. This is what we're here for. Can you guys hear me over the power washing? It looks like... Okay. Is YouTube lagging a little bit? I can't tell. Okay, you can hear me just fine. Because the spraying water is actually pretty loud. For me, anyway. And I've already turned it down like 50%. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, I also live by the philosophy. I don't live to work. I work to live. I pretty much just have a job just to make sure I have the bills paid. Other than that, like this whole streaming thing, the gaming thing, yeah, it's a lot of work, but I'm loving every minute of it. Yeah, it's always something I've wanted to do, and just getting it off the ground has been a blast so far. The toughest part of doing this whole thing is staying consistent with it. But if you're gonna start off small, just try one video and then next week make another video. That's the other thing, is learning how to edit videos. I never thought that would be a thing, but yeah, I had to learn how to edit videos. And I wasn't very good at it. So Scroto says, just remember when you blow up and have millions of followers, don't forget your southern lover. You know what? Nope. In the tour bus, Scroto, you'll have a seat right there. I doubt it will get to that point, to be honest. Let's be completely honest here. If it does happen, awesome, cool. I'm there for it. 1000% I am there for it. You never know. I think guys like blue collar workers, I mean, I don't want to say, hey, I guess you could say I'm a blue collar worker. Like I think guys like us are making a comeback. And I think there's a void that I think a lot of people are looking for. I'm not a hitman, I swear. I do own a lot of guns. I'm just gonna put that out there. I do. Mr. and Mrs. Smith style over here. But the thing that I'm trying to fight, I'm not even trying to fight it. I'm just trying to provide an alternative. Is what drives me nuts is the over-the-top fake content creators, the ones that are just like screaming in your face and over exaggerating and over emotional about everything because they think the drama draws people in, which it does to an extent. And that's most of social media. And that's unfortunately most of social media now. And it's fake though. People don't realize that it's an act. It's them. They're not. That's not who they really are, and it's fake. I think there's a desire. There's people that are drawn to when they realize something's real that they're drawn to it. And I'm not saying that's going to be super successful. It's probably going to be a very hard uphill battle to win people over that way, but I think it's making a comeback, and I hope it does make a comeback. Like, I watch a lot of guys online. That's also very true. Like, a lot of the content creators out there now, they've been doing that for so long that they become that. And if you actually get them alone in a room by themselves with no cameras on, they don't know how to act anymore. They don't know how to be a human being. And it's kind of scary when you think about it. It's actually really scary. We're finally making progress. Hey, it's been a good talk though. You know what? I came on. Be honest, I came on here tonight after a long day at work. It was like almost. It's already fucking midnight for me. I sat down and I'm like, I didn't get to stream today. I should probably get on for a couple hours. And this is what I'm here for right here. I am now like wide awake, and I'm honed in. I'm like talking to people like this. That this is what it's all about for me. That's why I'm here. This is it. The games are just the seasoning on the meat. Scroto, I know you're going to turn that into some kind of way. Oh, so Crude, you're another Southern boy from Mississippi. Well, I can tell you where I'm from because I'm not there anymore, but I can't unfortunately tell you where I am now. Other than I'm not there. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. I'm a Southern Florida boy. But I wasn't a beach Florida boy. I was an Everglades Florida boy. We did, of course, go to the beach. Back when I was going through the fire academy and EMT training, we almost always lived at the beach. But we spent more time on airboats hunting boa constrictors and alligators. And chasing girls in bikinis. I'm just saying. Well, Crude, if you're not looking at chat on the screen, Scroto is saying welcome. It's a pleasure to meet another Southern gentleman. Though I don't know technically if Miami, Florida is considered as a Southern boy. Yep. Crude says, always a pleasure. Can I get... Do I need to bring the step ladder in here to get that? No. There we go. We'll just jump over it. I'm too close. How am I supposed to get that? Gotta stay on top of the trash can over here. Getting there. If you worked as a janitor and saw a restroom looking like a giant shit, I'd quit the very same day. You're not wrong. I mean, I guess that's why this guy's in here with a hazmat suit on. And when they do crime scene cleanup, this is very much how they dress. And this does look like a crime scene. All these little nooks and crannies that are going to be the problem. Make sure to get in those cracks. Butterfly. That was random. Okay. Oh. Then you look again, you're like, I missed so much. It still looks like a crime scene. Ugh. Okay. Let's start at the top and work our way back down. See, I told you it was going to be the cracks that get me. Nice. There we go. Scroto says, I used to be active on socials and a long time ago, but haven't posted anything on there in about 20 years now. I do get on and congratulate friends on any special occasions to check up on them, but that's about it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The way I'm looking at social media right now is it's just a tool to gain, I guess, followers is the way I'm looking at it. I don't really use it for any personal reasons. The main reason I got rid of it was I felt like I was falling into that doom scrolling habit where I would just spend, like, I'm in a house full of books and hobbies and interests, and, you know, there's so many things you could do with your time, and instead what do we end up doing? Most people just sit there on their phone doing that. I still fight that. I still try to stay away from that. Like, I will go and check, like, maybe, like, while I'm sitting here streaming, yeah, I have screens up just so I can keep an eye on everything and make sure everything's running smoothly. But honestly, other than that, I try not to look all day. I schedule all my posts to be scheduled to post. Like, I schedule them to post throughout the day, so I'm not sitting there just constantly doing it. So once a post is ready, I just schedule it for a certain time and I set it and forget it. And then the next day, I'll maybe check in the morning while I'm making some coffee, and then that's pretty much it. And the only time I really will spend time on there is if I'm like replying to comments or I try not to look at views. I'm not trying to look at follows or anything like that. I just kind of try to look at just comments, really. That's the only thing I really look at. I feel like engaging with people is really cool. Because that's the coolest thing is you get to see things from so many different perspectives that if you're open to it, you know, that's the coolest way to learn is just because I see things a certain way doesn't mean that everyone else will see it the same way. Let's see. There we go. All right, that's done. That's done. Oh, you can go prone. Okay. That's done. Oh, I missed so much on this toilet here. What do you do for a living, Scroto? I mean, if you can tell me. Because I know you're probably a secret agent as well. How'd you guys get shit all the way up there? Must have been a Walmart customer in here flinging poo everywhere. Oh, well, a text from Scroto. Human beings at most should end up knowing about 100 people in their lifetime, but with social media, it opens people to up to millions of others, which can be great but also detrimental to one's psyche, since a lot of people like to brag online, and that leads to jealousy, which is the thief of joy. I mean, look at women's beauty standards now. It's so unrealistic and unhealthy that it makes women so self-conscious. Well, that's a whole can of worms that we could sit here and probably digest and break apart and break down for the next, like, 4 hours. But spot on. You only need... Oh, I didn't even think... I gotta... Oh, why'd I do... Oh, why? There's so much to unpack there that it's so spot on. Like, honestly... You don't need millions of friends. You don't. You do not mean... No one on this planet needs millions of friends. It's cool to be an influential person and influence people. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did tell me. Yep, you've told me that before. That's one thing you'll learn about me is I have kind of a shit memory. Too many concussions as a juvenile. I have a tendency to forget things, and I do apologize. Please don't take it personally that I forget things. But back to what you're unpacking there. Man, as long as you pay the bills, I don't care what you do. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. There's so many angles that I want to like make a statement from, and here's my hot take on the whole thing is I think that social media... Oh, and another thing. Okay, hold on. So he's got another thing. I'll let you go, sir. The floor is yours. And then I'll go into my hot take. Did I miss anything on that? I did. Okay. Changing tables done? What do we have left? Oh! A wild void has appeared. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, I got Discord messages. Alright, hold on. Alright. I truly believe OnlyFans should be banned, outlawed outright. The horrible shit enabling underage habits. It just dropped. Like, I just saw it hit. Alright, to what Void's saying, I just saw this hit Game Pass, like, yesterday. And I was like, oh, I know what I need to do when I'm tired and I need to unwind. And we've been having some deep conversations on here between I have Crude Red over on YouTube and Scroto going back and forth. We having some really cool talks tonight, and I'm totally vibing. Like, I wasn't planning on staying up this late. I was like, I'll get on for like an hour or two, kind of unwind, do something kind of chill. And we've been spending there's been more time of me just standing here staring at a wall than there has of me actually pressure washing, because we're over here talking. And like, we're having like deep conversations that we're talking about social media and just scroll up and yeah. But back to what you were saying, Scroto, like about the whole social. I mean, we'll get into the whole OnlyFans thing. That whole situation is, you missed the talks. And by the way, sir, you're gonna break our streak on TikTok. You need to send me something, like, now. I don't have it open, so I can't see it. But just letting you know. It was good talks tonight. It was literally good talks tonight. I'm glad I got on. I was this close to going, nah, I'll just go to bed. Okay, I got you. Thank you, sir. I love you. You're beautiful. And I actually made a deal with Scroto that when we get big enough and we actually have a tour bus, I'm gonna grow my beard out and I'm gonna let him braid it. That's another thing, but that's another conversation for another time. But now we're talking about social media. So my first comment was about social media, my hot take on social media. I knew he was going to have a reaction to that. Naked? I mean, if you have your own room, like in the back, maybe. Don't drive naked, please. No driving the tour bus naked, please. maybe a mankini. We'll let you rock around in a mankini. Oh, Lord. All right. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. Y'all got me messed up. But this is the stuff I live for. I'm missing like one. Oh, it's right there. Watch. Is that the only thing we were missing? Nope, so it says 99%. What am I missing? Toilet and toilet seat hinge. God, there's so much I want to say, and I don't even know where to start. That the whole social media thing has caused us to be a generation of smartphones and dumb people. And oh. You know what? I'll drive the bus. You two can go have your own room in the back together, and that's fine. I'm fine with this. Dear Lord, we are. I made that short. I made a short about idiocracy. Like I want to say like 2 weeks ago, and I feel like that's what we're heading towards. And if we don't do something, we will be watering our plants with electrolytes, with Brondo. I can feel it. It's so bad. God damn it. I don't see any dirt. Inner wall. So this wall here is where I'm apparently missing something. Is it? There it is. Are we done? Well, that's the other thing is that everyone's so busy talking. Here's my big thing, is that social media has given everyone a voice that reaches millions and millions of people. Everyone has a voice now. All you got to do is pick up an app and start talking. We've lost the ability to listen. That's the biggest part is no one's willing to listen anymore. They're so busy trying to get their point across or their view across that they can no longer see anything from any other perspective other than their own. And that's how we become dangerous. That's my hot take. Simplified. Now, what the fuck was I cleaning? Exactly. And they're just waiting for their turn to talk. They're not processing what's being told to them. They're not processing what they're hearing. They're just immediately queuing up the next thing that's going to come out of their mouth. And there's no substance behind it. There's no... we're losing ourselves, essentially. And that's my biggest problem with social media. That's why I got rid of all of it. I had Reddit and YouTube. That was it. Just because I wanted to keep watching Good Mythical Morning. That was the only reason why I kept YouTube. Right here. Come on, baby. Hold on. Oh, the wife came and got the Shih Tzu. Your mom. What part where did it cut off on you? No, Wild Liam's killed the mood. Oh, it's underneath. We're done. Get the bug spray. Enjoy your coffee, crude. I got about maybe another 30 minutes left in me. But yeah, we were actually talking about how society's failing, and it's mostly social media's fault. It's Liam. Get him. Someone fire a rocket at his face. Is it gonna have me like just stand in one place for like an hour? So I think I stayed in one place for like an hour while we were all chatting. Yeah, Power Wash Simulator 2 just came out. I want to say like a couple days ago, and it's on Game Pass. I'm like, I needed something chill to unwind to tonight. But now we're talking about how society's devolving into idiocracy, essentially. On to the next mission. Crude, who's over watching on YouTube, we was talking about. I mean, it's been a whole conversation. Like I might actually have to go back and like pin this stream because this was some of the best chats in a stream ever. Like it was. This has been a great conversation since I pretty much started. Yeah, it brings out something about power washing. Brings out the sophisticated minds, where we're just like, we're all in our Zen place. Let's all chat. Yeah, Crew just summarized it. He goes, yeah, we kind of shot ourselves in the foot with the whole social media worship thing instead of communication tool. Instead of... Yeah. If only we had a way to make a device that we could actually just, contact each other and just talk directly. If only we had such a tool. I think the phone app is the least used app on my phone. Yeah, that's what we're pretty much saying, is that Idiocracy is becoming pretty much a documentary. See, this is what I need right here. Just a little swatch of land out in the middle of nowhere. Oh, there's a garden gnome. I saw a garden gnome. Oh, I can't reach him. People, now here's the thing. Yes, I often say a lot of times that, people are the biggest problem, which they are. People are the problem. People are overrated. Yes, to an extent. But people are also awesome. There are people in this world that are completely amazing. And we all have that potential. But that comes back to my previous statements where I was saying, no, social media has turned everyone into, and now Liam's just joining the conversation, so I guess we're going to rehash it. We lack the ability to listen anymore. Just completely lack the ability to listen to anything anyone's saying. We're so waiting for our turn to speak. Oh, there's two cats now. Ulysses and Squeak. Hi, Ulysses and Squeak. And I need a place. Oh, he's got a telescope too. I shouldn't be washing a telescope with a power washer. That's hand detailing work. Okay, anyway. The gnome you saw is their mascot, like the company that made this. I remember seeing a video phone from RoboCop and Total Recall. Yeah. And that's the biggest problem, Scroto, right there. You nailed it. That's it. Is everyone's so, focused on getting their point across that they're not willing to listen. What was that? The game mascot is the garden gnome. Gotcha. I guess we'll start our way. This will probably be my last map for the night. I don't even know if... Yeah, we'll try to finish this map and then we'll probably call it for the night. But... I'm going to look away from chat for a minute, because if I don't, we're going to be here all night. Which I guess is not the end of the world, but... Yeah. Hey. This will be our own thrown together TED Talk. You're not wrong. But that's what it comes back to. Like, it all ties together. Like I was first talking about, like, what I want to do with this channel as opposed to what's out there on most of spray them again. On most of the social media, it's like that over-the-top fake acting, and it all ties into that instant gratification that it's just fakeness that people have gotten sucked into, and it's mind-numbing brain rot, essentially. and it's caused people to lack the ability to actually communicate with each other. They think that that's what people want is that over the top fakeness. I mean, how else do we really say it? But it all comes back to the fact that we've been conditioned to just yell the loudest, and that everyone has the voice, but no one's willing to listen. Everyone's just waiting for a chance to convince you that their point of view is correct, and they're not willing to compromise. I don't know. This is such a deep rabbit hole we're getting ourselves into. And that's why we just had to play Call of Cthulhu last night, a nice social role playing game. Never played that one. And here's the problem with that. And the problem we have today is usually the most well thought out voice is usually the quietest. Because what's happening is when that well thought out voice starts to speak, the other louder voices are already starting to overpower that quieter voice, and they get drowned out. And before you know it, we're giving Brondo to plants. Crude says the only thing I worry about are cougars and bears, but I go pee outside armed with a pistol at night. You know what? I joke about that, but like, I'd be okay with this. Crude, I might be joining you at some point. If someone tries to convince me to start watering my plants with Gatorade, yep, nope, I'm finding a bunker somewhere. Well, common sense logic have completely been thrown out of the window in modern time. You're not wrong. Common sense is no longer common. We joke about it, but it's actually, I think, very true. I've gone down this rabbit hole recently on some of the social media since I've gotten TikTok back at some of these other things. I do occasionally. I try to fight it, but I do doom scroll sometimes. I've been watching a lot of like body cam shorts where, the police departments are putting body cam footage out, and just the level of entitlement you see some of these officers deal with is just astounding. I'd take common sense doesn't exist. It was a figment of our imagination all along. Now go live in a soybean field. Nobody will ever find you. Why is that? I don't know anything about soybeans. Soybean field. But soybeans don't grow very tall, do they? I thought corn would grow taller. You hide in a cornfield. Just don't run naked through one backwards. That's why I like staying in my lane and just enjoying my time in hobbies. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, the restraint they have to show it. If more people watched, and I have no problem admitting that I'm very pro police. Like I support local police. I support the blue. Being a former first responder, firefighter, they kind of go hand in hand. But if more people saw the kind of ridiculousness they deal with on a daily basis, I think they'd have a lot more respect for police officers. But I don't know. Let's be honest. There are good cops. There are bad cops. Of course, there should be accountability for the bad cops. 100%. 100%. I'm not saying that they should ever be turned a blind eye to a police officer doing something wrong. If a police officer doing something wrong, they should 100% be held accountable. It's a creation of society. The sad part is that it's a hot take, really, in my view. Yeah. The U.S. lost the entire Chinese market to Argentina after we bailed out Argentina for $40 billion. See, that's the other. Here's the unfortunate truth. I think of in my world is I've completely put blinders on to politics. Like mainly I don't want to bring politics into this channel. Like I don't really want to get into. I don't want to turn this into a political channel for reasons. I don't know enough about politics to have a conversation really about anything. Like, yeah, I know some of the headlines. I see what's playing on the news channels every once in a while. But I'll be honest with you. I'd rather go search for UFOs and Bigfoot than spend time learning about politics. I think the whole system is just. That's my hot take on politics. Fuck politics. I'm gonna go search for UFOs and Bigfoot. Soy. Oh, you're talking about soy. Oh, we're talking about yeah. So. We should make it a thing. We can make it a whole channel just chasing Bigfoot and UFOs. If we can make a living out of it, I'm there. Oh, I didn't finish watching this over here. Am I finished with this little hut now? I finished one piece of this entire place. Okay, cool. We're hunting Bigfoot. Get in, loser. We're gonna go do stuff. I am not reading that out loud. Chris says, so the entire Argentina soybean fiasco cost the U.S. over $100 billion in losses over soybeans. I might, if I could talk, I might actually have to go look that up because I didn't know about that. I didn't even hear about that. $100 billion in losses because we lost. Wow. Okay. I'm going to write that down. Hold on. So I can go look at that later. That's wild. Yeah, I'm not reading what Scroto said out loud. I mean, I'll chase around the walking forest rug man even if it doesn't exist, yeah. It needs to be in a Waffle House. Yeah, but that's where the title of that video would take place, is in a Waffle House. Yeah, Crude, I'm definitely going to look into that, because I, like I said, I don't pay enough attention to politics, but I have a feeling that reading that article will probably piss me off. So I'm going to go look at that. In the morning with a cup of coffee, maybe, while I'm doing some video edits of this being power washed. There's gonna be some interesting shorts for tomorrow. I'm gonna have a moral dilemma on what I can post in one post. It's all online anyway. I mean, this is all gonna be posted on YouTube, so might as well just embrace the chaos. Let's see. Scroto asks, will the soybean fiasco affect the trout population? Fuck the trout. And now the same thing is happening in the U.S. cattle market. Honestly, if Bigfoot exists, he should be in a Myers and a mobility cart with a big gulp. I've seen them in the wild. God damn it, Liam. Up. Oh, Void switched over. That's a cool little stool. I can make something like that. Looks like a little mushroom. You should never power wash a telescope. Hey, that's the end of the sentence. Don't power... Oh, why is it moving? That made me nervous. You should never do what I just did to a telescope. First of all, you shouldn't be leaving it outside like this to get dirty like that. It's a fucking telescope. So did you play Visceral? I think I did play a couple rounds of that. The Visceral cleanup one. That was pretty good too. You're still on the hunt for the real Alaskan bullworm. I've never even heard of an Alaskan. You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. That sounds like something I don't want to know anything about. Alright, what am I missing? Well, you should have seen the bathroom I just cleaned up, Liam. It was way worse than this. Literally just did a bathroom. It was bad. Okay, Void and the crew got a whole other conversation going over on YouTube. All right, Crude, man. Well, we didn't mean to hold you up, but yeah, like I said, you're always more than welcome to come hang out, man. It's been a good chat tonight. We'll probably be back on tomorrow night at some point. Yeah, man. If I don't see it, hit me up. Send me a message, or if you see me streaming, come drop a line. Let me know. I'll definitely go check you out. I love watching prepper videos and stuff like that. Have a great night, man. Whoop. Yeah, that's what Crude and I were talking about. We're talking about some of the camping videos that are out there. Actually, I think I was the one bringing up. There was that one guy with the glasses. I can't remember his name. I really should go look him up. I think I still follow him. But he stopped making videos a little while back. But he used to make them with his kids. Where he would like build like a hut out of snow and actually like survive like an actual blizzard. I thought it was awesome. But I would love to get into some of that prepper stuff, man. Not even prepper, more like the survival stuff. I would love to do like a survival challenge or some kind of course or training or whatever you want to call it. I think that'd be fun. I've heard of Quiet Nerd. No, that would not. 30 days in a bunker with Liam. No, it'd be 0.5, half a day in a bunker with a body. Yeah, it's a pretty clean fire pit. You're getting there. Alright, now to do the floor. No, I just associate the fact that you probably taste like tea bags. I made myself laugh with that one. I don't care if it wasn't funny. And not even like a fresh one, like a reused tea bag. That was left on the sink. On a spoon. Are we done with the little park bench here? No, not even close. Okay. Oh no, we missed the whole underside. Who is that? I don't know what that is. Do I know what that is? I don't think I know what that is. Alright, I will add it to the list. List the movies that I haven't seen that I need to see. Same guy that did two Time Bandits. Okay, so I know it's about Time Bandits. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen that, but I know at least know of that one. Oh, okay. I definitely have seen that. It's been a while, but I have seen that. That's one thing I'll give Liam is that he is good with movies. Especially older movies. He's very knowledgeable. Oh my god, I gave Liam a compliment. Ugh. Blech. Okay. Ugh. Oh, I left a bad taste in my mouth. I had to wash that out. Yeah, that's definitely Liam's flavor of autism. Like he could tell you like he remembers the name of all the actors, the actresses of movies that probably most of you have never even heard of. He could probably tell you the key grips in all of them. He could probably tell you the director and more behind the scenes knowledge than I think anyone should ever possibly legally ever know. Uh, Partially, yeah. Yeah. Liam, you've known me for a while, Liam. What's my flavor of autism? This should be interesting. And just to be clear, autism is a spectrum, which means we all have some form of it somewhere. Before everyone gets all offended. Because there are definitely some things. Just that, though? Is it really just that? Because I don't even feel like it's that anymore. Like, I feel like I've fallen out of that. I still collect everything. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Tell me about myself. Yeah, I walked into that one. Well, see, Void, at least you get to run around and go for the Emperor. I get to run around and go, somehow the Emperor has returned. Blank stare. Oh, the Christmas special. It was the original Star Wars Christmas special. Was the first time you saw anything about Boba Fett. He was animated before he was real. But I feel like I'm losing it. I feel like I'm losing my Star Wars lore. Like I don't focus on it as much as I used to. Yep, it was a little animated short on the Christmas special. Which most of the cast was like, yeah, we're never gonna, admit that actually existed. Oh, why? Is she laughing at my cleaning pattern? Because I know I'm not doing a very good job. Or she's just hearing the stupid shit we're saying. Actually, there was someone scarier than Emperor Palpatine. God, was it Vitiate? What was his name? Oh my lord. which unfortunately I don't think he's canon anymore. Um, yeah, it was Vitiate. Um, God, they unfortunately they got rid of it and it's no longer canon. But there was a whole side story that there was a guy named Vitiate and he existed in a different universe, like outside Star Wars universe. Like, you know how there's other universes and galaxies in. This was a totally different galaxy, different universe, like millions upon millions of light years away. But this guy was so powerful in the Force that he was actually influencing the universe where Star Wars actually takes place. Like, he was pulling the strings from universes away. He was puppeteering Palpatine from way over there and was still around in the era of the Old Republic to what we know as canon Star Wars today. There's a lot more to it than that, but yeah, there's some really scary motherfuckers in Star Wars, which makes me upset because they had so much potential to do so. Well, get me on a Star Wars rant. God damn it! Catch myself before I wreck myself. But then, yeah, expanded universe Palpatine was scary as well. Right? Right? And I'm not trying to, like, to be fair, I did ask. Yeah, that was the thing about the Emperor, is like you could literally kill him. Like, they thought they got him, and then like 3 more clones would pop up, and you're like, oh shit. And that was kind of like the whole premise of the Old Republic was, these powerful beings would just, they were so powerful in the Force, they would literally die. Their physical body would die, but their Force spirit would literally just go into another body, and hey, you can't kill me. Oops, what did I do? We don't use soap. We don't need soap. Go away. It's fucking wild. And I don't want to discredit the actress that played Rey. Like, I don't blame her for anything. I think she did a superb job as far as the acting was concerned. She was handed a script, and I think she played that character the way she was told to play that character. So, in me saying that her character was bullshit, I want to make sure I'm very clear. I'm not blaming the actress or saying she did a bad job. But her character was bullshit. And the argument of there needs to be strong women in Star Wars, I 100% agree with. They've had them the entire time. Yes. Actually, the way the whole all the characters were. um, the biggest thing that upset me about the whole sequel trilogy was that you had Han, Leia, and Luke all back in another movie series, and never once were all 3 of them on screen at the same time. It was only Leia and Han together, and it was only Leia and Luke together. Never all 3. And Chewie. You had the 4 original cast members all there, but none of them were on screen at the same time. The one thing that made me very happy though is that there was a scene at the end of the third one where they give the medal they got in A New Hope to Chewie at the end of the movie. And I was like, that moment kind of teared me up. I was like, finally, Chewie gets some love. Oops. In real life, the only one that passed away in real life was Leia. The first one that died in the movie was Han in The Force Awakens, is when Han died. And then Leia didn't. Between the second and third movie is when Leia, or Carrie Fisher, actually passed away. And then that was it. Why can't I place this down? I can't put it back on the ground? Why can't I put it back on the ground? Alright, I guess I just gotta move to this side. Why can't I put the ladder down? Let me put the ladder down. Alright, fine. Okay. Help. Help. They won't let me put the ladder down. Look, man. It was the 70s and 80s. Let the girl party, alright? Why can't I put the ladder down? This is good. I need to finish this house so I can go to bed. You started listing names. I earnestly thought that it was a list of the strong female leads. Carrie Fisher. Right there. That's the only one you needed. I mean, and then in the anime series, you had Ahsoka Tano. Ahsoka was great character. Probably had the best character development out of most of the Star Wars characters we know. Yeah, they really fumble with the writing. Why can't I can't put the ladder down? And it's really bothering me, guys. I need help. Why won't it let me place the ladder? Why won't it let me place the ladder? Help! Yeah, it says just press E. I'm pressing E. Yeah, like that was one of the best characters, honestly, in Star Wars. One of the best. Her character arc was fucking phenomenal. Okay, I'm kind of fucked. I don't know what to do. Wait, why did I pull out? Help! All right, can we? I can't put the ladder down, guys. I'm kind of stuck. Wait, what'd I just do? Wait, what? Okay, put it there. Put the ladder down. I'm hitting the button. There's parties? You can do multiplayer on this? What? Oh, okay. I didn't even know that was a thing. Superman was exactly who he needed to be. Okay? Okay. I understand it not liking Superman. I understand not liking Superman. That's fine. But Superman was exactly who he needed to be. Yep, sorry, you're outnumbered here, Liam. Okay, I don't know what to do. I'm out of ideas. I can't drop the ladder. Okay. Okay. Let's calm down with all that. Can I even... Okay, hold on. Can't... No, I don't want to reset. Can I reload? So here's the thing about Superman. And I think I'm just going to shut the stream off after this because it's already past 1. I only wanted to go to about 1. I'm already 2 hours into this. It was the moral dilemma that made the character interesting. He has the ability to do anything. He has the ability to fly. He's super strong. He's indestructible, essentially. And how he knew better than to use his powers for his own personal gain. That's what made the character interesting because we all lack that ability. Liam, you lack that ability. There's very few people in this world that are truly selfless, and that's what Superman was supposed to be. Homelander's just a dick. Yeah, Spider-Man's very similar. The selflessness. I'm literally at a loss here. How do I even quit? I don't even see how to... Okay, job summary. Career mode. Okay, cool. Go to home base. I guess I'm resetting it. More cats. Pet the cat. Let's see if I put the ladder down. But here's the thing. I can say that, honestly, it is entertaining to watch. It makes for good story elements, but I wouldn't call him a hero. But see, that's what I liked about Superman. Is Superman and Spider-Man gave you that element of that this is what you should aspire to be like. Homelander doesn't do that. Homelander inspired, that's the exact opposite. It's literally telling you what not to do, how not to act. And I think we need more characters that are teaching, especially young men these days, how to act. Well, you said you disliked. Okay, let's backpedal just a second here. You said you disliked Superman and that you liked Homelander. You were comparing two heroes. You just said Superman was boring and that you preferred Homelander. Okay, all right. Well, I'm not gonna convince you otherwise. You think what you think. But I don't understand this Superman hate. Let me put it that way. And it's not just you specifically. There's a lot of people out there that absolutely just dislike Superman. And I think it's similar reasons, like you said, that you find him boring. Which is okay. I mean, if that's what you feel. To each your own. Can you at least... I find the concept of the 100 more interesting. Superman is too good at times, and Justice is arguably the best concept. Oh, so you're not. We're trying to compare two different things here. You're talking about story writing versus character. Like, you think the story of Superman is boring, not necessarily. I'm trying to put it into words, and I'm trying to. Like, I don't think we're all comparing the same thing. You think the story is more interesting because he's a human given powers, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I think I'm just too tired to form a coherent concept. Whoops. No, go back. Like, right? I mean, that's where my brain was. Like, we're really comparing. We're not talking about the same thing, really. Okay, so you think the story of Superman is? Well, yeah, we're just having a discussion. We're not getting angry with each other. We're just trying to comprehend the argument. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying you're wrong and I'm right. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just was defending my opinion because Superman. I'll tell you right now, Superman's. If you're going DC side, Superman's my favorite superhero, hands down. I've always liked Superman. Because he had the ability to make that, the tough call, and not just use his ability for his own personal gain in any way, shape, or form, and that it showed his struggles with that. You want to know you asking me who my favorite Marvel hero is? Is that what you're asking me, Void? I mean, I kind of understand what you're saying, Liam, from a storytelling element, that you like the conflict of the storytelling of Homelander better than Superman. I can understand that argument. Marvel. What's my top Marvel superhero? It's a toss-up. I would say if you're talking about current Marvel canon, I'd say it's a pretty even toss-up between Captain America and Thor. Leaning probably a little bit more towards Captain America. Which I think probably everyone's like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I'm pretty easy to read. Oh, there you go. I mean, I do have a lot of other characters I do like old school X-Men, like 90s X-Men. Um, Before he got all whiny, I liked Cyclops. Yeah, I think that's an underrated character, to be honest. I think Hawkeye was really, really underrated. Because he was, I mean, almost what? He's completely human, just very well trained. And the fact that he could pull off what he pulled off was fucking awesome. I like Hawkeye. I like Jeremy Renner as well. I do like Punisher, but here's my argument with Punisher. I think a lot of people like the Punisher for the wrong reasons. If that, I know I'm tired and I'm probably rambling and being incoherent, but I think a lot of people like the Punisher and they don't really understand the concept of the Punisher. Yes, like I love the Punisher. Like I love the series. I love that character. But I think most people like it. Most people that have the Punisher symbol on the back of their car. And this is going to be a hot take, but especially law enforcement that have the Punisher logo with like the thin blue line going through it, completely have missed the whole character. Like they just simply do not understand that character. And I don't know if I could put it into words because my brain's shutting down. No, Punisher is, for all essential purposes, he is essentially a bad guy. But I agree with you, Liam. I do like the Punisher. I think the Punisher is a great character. Yep, I didn't get the other side. Oh, I didn't get the dog bowl. Oh, get back up. There we go. Yeah, I like Judge Dredd too. Both the new one and the old one, to be honest. All right. We finished the job. Half hour later than I wanted to, but we did. Well, gentlemen, for everyone out there watching, I love y'all. Appreciate you hanging out, talking with us. It's probably been one of my favorite streams so far. And it had nothing to do with the video game. These are my kind of streams I love. But I think it's going to be time to shut it down. Go turn into a pumpkin, get some rest. Probably going to stream a little bit in the morning before we start our shit in the afternoon, Mr. Void. And then we'll probably fire up the stream again tomorrow night. They're making another Dress movie? Huh? Dread movie. I have no idea. I would think so. I mean, it's a popular character. I wouldn't be surprised if they were, in fact, making another Dread movie. As long as they get Carl Urban to do it again. Was it Keith Urban? Carl Urban? Keith Urban's the country singer. Carl Urban's the actor. The one that plays, what's his name? Butcher. Now you're going to make me Google it. I'm trying to go to bed, man. Carl Urban is, yep. A new Judge Dredd movie is in development with Taika Waititi. I can't remember how to say his name. He's the one that did For Love and Thunder, and he did a couple other... He's a good director. I like him. This will be a reboot, not a sequel to the 2012 film starring Carl Urban, and aims to establish a new Dredd universe. The project is currently a hot package being shot by 2 studios. There is no official studio yet, release date or funding not announced. Sir, Liam, how dare you piss me off this close to me trying to go to bed? You're not a budget butcher. You know what? We're going to put a pin in this, and we're going to come back to this. Yes, we're going to come back to this. I'm not going to fire off on you. It's too late for this shit. My brain's already shutting down. I'm going to stop before I get myself in trouble. To everyone else, have a great night. Stay chaotic. We will see y'all in the morning. I don't know what we're going to do yet. Maybe some Battlefield. Maybe more of this. Who knows? We'll see how the day goes. Have a good night. I just tried to be that